amongst her several stops on the circuit. Turnaround jumper is knocked through for Rachel Cowles, and that is a very good sign for the Big Red. Garner mentioned they've shown flashes, but it's only lasted for about 20 to 23 minutes. They're looking for the full 40, and Rachel Cowles has the early hot hand as she has accounted for 5 of her team 7. Pape straight away fires and connects. Emily Pape and Rachel Cowles are coming into New York City, and they mean business. So far, they've played relatively clean basketball until that mishap, which leads a break here for Fliss Henderson through the defense and scoops it home as Columbia moves back in front. Audrey Chen in for the first time for Cornell, part of their backcourt rotation as she has the basketball. They're trying to get her a look from beyond the arc, and they do so, and she takes full advantage as Chen is able to knock down her 6th tray of the season. So Cornell is 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. That is not their strong suit this season. Nice feed inside to Perry Page from Mia Broom, and they're able to capitalize underneath. Pate drawing the double as Chen is going to feed it in the lane, and how about that roll-in off the fingertips of Grace Renners, the freshman out of Bellevue, Washington. Both of these teams continue to exchange punches. Jackson spinning off of Avliash and winning again with a kiss off the glass. Avliash from the corner and ring that up from beyond the arc as Columbia pulls within 2, as they now have 7 to work with. And that runner somehow drops through for Trinity Jones. Just her 2nd made field goal of the season. Cowles comes through with a steal as Columbia's turned it over 9 times, and it leads to an easy basket for Clark Jackson. There's a fresh 20 on the shot clock here for Cornell. And Trinity got caught too far on the side of the basket. Henderson stepping on the gas and somehow threads the needle to Perry for the lay-in. So neither team in rhythm as Henderson spots up straight away and cashes it in. Fliss with Columbia's 3rd triple, and they take a 1-point lead. 13 on the shot clock. Pape the contested jumper, and she splashes it in. Emily is up to 8, and Cornell reclaims a 4-point edge. Fliss with her 11th rebound to match her career high. As she'll take it coast to coast and hand off to Perry Page. Fliss does it all, rebounds, scores, and sets up teammates. Her first 2 attempts this season.
I appreciate that.
Looking out as Avliash off the steal. A woman on a mission, and she gets by Engels to pull this game back in favor of Columbia. Pape off the curl, and again, Emily dials up long distance. She's in double figures now with 11. And they have to keep close tabs on this young lady, Chen, who is left all alone and takes advantage right down Broadway. Langston has a step on the Columbia D and sets up Cowles beautifully for another basket. Chen feeding it to Cowles. The inside-outside game as Pape skims the rim, and Jackson is there for the follow. Jackson, one-on-one on Weiss, and maneuvers her way around Riley for a huge exclamation point at the end of the 3rd quarter. Langston, a good look, and she is able to drain it. Cornell with its 7-3, and this is a double-digit lead in the early goings of the 4th. Jackson dancing with it. Pape off the curl again, splashes it in. Emily Pape, one of the best 3-point shooters in the Ivy League, putting on a clinic in the opener in conference play. Page from the corner, and she is able to go up and in from downtown to make it an 8-point game. 5 on the shot clock. Jackson dancing through traffic. And Henderson picks it up to a wide open Page, and she twirls her way into a bucket. Henderson with Langston, and what a feed to Raffu to pull within 4. As Columbia sticking with this 3-2 zone. Cowles the quick release, and Rachel just relentless, up to 9 points, knocking on the door of double figures. Cows straight away. And how about Rachel Cows, the leading scorer for Cornell on the season, pushing it back to a 9-point advantage. Jackson has been hesitant to put up her shot, so she leaves it for Chen, and that is a heck of a decision. Audrey with 3 threes. She has not missed from downtown, and it's a 12-point lead for Cornell. Chen back in control, and now Cows straight away and swishes it through. Rachel Cows having a game to remember, above her season average with 14 points as Avliash responds quickly from the corner with Columbia's 6th triple. They went inside to Page on the last possession, and they try to go inside to Henderson, and the ball is knocked away by Chen. It forces a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of Cornell, as Emily Garner is going to call a timeout here. Yet another hustle play by the Big Red. We have seen this all throughout the game, and you're going to see Chen gets her hand in cleanly, and then Jackson comes in to force the tie-up with Broome. Henderson gets it across midcourt. Here's Page with 2 seconds, and that is going to do it. A big victory on the road for the Big Red as they secure their first victory here in New York City at the expense of Columbia since 2018. And Cornell makes quite an opening statement in conference play, putting Columbia in an 0-1 hole, and instead them moving to the top of the standings.